about that being a goal as well, even though you haven't set up win total or anything. Do you feel the increased expectations and with that, feel a level of pressure?
Not really, because I think we put a certain amount of pressure on ourselves every single day. And like as a coach, we're trying to reach perfection and excellence. And if that's your goal, I mean, we all know it's impossible, but that's our goal. And that's how we approach it every single day. So expectations from the outside don't really matter because we're trying to be the best that we can be every single day anyway. And that's the only thing that matters.
As you go into this regular season, what do you feel like you guys are?
I feel like we're extremely versatile. I think we've got an opportunity to be really unique. We've shown that group of big guys how they can complement each other, how they can play with one another. I think that gives us an opportunity to be different than the rest of the league, which is for us how we're going to have to be successful. We can't go out and mimic, these other teams and expect to get the same results. We have to do something different. And I feel confident that different is those big guys and how they can work together on the floor.
How do you approach this challenge, JB? Looking at it, like 6 of your top 8 rotation guys are 24. How do you approach that?
I mean, one, you got to get their buy-in to what we're trying to do. They have to accept coaching and they have to understand that they're not a finished product yet. And, all the conversations we have with them are to benefit them individually and then the group. And these aren't personal attacks. This is how we help you improve. And so far, we've been extremely fortunate that those guys have listened and they've bought in and they understand that they're taking steps and we have to coach them through those steps. So like for us, it's about building those relationships with the guys so they understand where we're coming from and what our intent is. And, you have to aim for development, right, and growth. And it's individually and it's as a team. And that's what our goal is. And that's how we're teaching these guys is, one, they're not there yet. They haven't reached their ceilings individually. And then as a group, we haven't been together long enough to get there. So we've got to continue to preach that and continue to work with the guys to get them to that spot. And it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. So we just have to stick with it. Yeah, I mean, I think the combination of Ricky and Kevin has been really, really good. Those two guys on the floor together, they make the game easy and they make it easier for everybody else. So I think that combination has showed that, if we're using that as in our second unit and they're going against, second unit guys, I feel like we have an advantage there because those two guys are both starters in my mind. They both have, starter skill sets and they deserve that recognition and the opportunity to get those minutes, but we can take advantage of that for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's about us and what our results look like and whether or not we're doing the right things systematically on both ends of the floor. And that's how we're going to grow. And again, we feel confident that if we do the right thing more often than not, we'll find our successes. But that's where we're basing it off of is, are we executing the things that we've been doing through camp and how we're going to become a better basketball team more times than not. I mean, I think we're still going through it. It's not enough time, to gel and make what team is. But like their commitment to it has been phenomenal. They're trying their best to do all the things that we ask them to do. They bump their head every now and then they learn from it. So I think that's where we have to continue with that mindset is like, tomorrow we have to be better than today at whatever mistake we made. today. We can't continue to make the same mistakes time and time again. And that's our approach with the guys. We know we've got a lot of teaching to do, and they've got a lot of learning to do. So we'll continue to take it day by day. But expectations are you have to continue to get better, and you can't make the same mistakes.
Yeah, a lot of things they talk about with the big man, and you just mentioned Kevin and Ricky. But with Collin, how do you feel like he fits in with some of the new things that you've discovered throughout the season?
I think he fits in well. I mean, he's got an uncanny ability to score the basketball, and that works with anything. You can put him on the floor as long as he's got space and opportunity. He has the ability to find a bucket, and that works with anybody. So we're confident that with other guys on the floor that can take the focus and the pressures of carrying the offense off of him, it's going to make him even better because now, defenses are focused elsewhere. In the past, it's been a lot of Collin, so defensive has shifted there. But, now that we kind of diversify that, it's going to be easier for him to find some gaps and one-on-one opportunities.
What's kind of the focus area that you guys are seeing envisioning him for taking the next step in his life?
Well, I mean, the most important thing for all of our guys is how do we impact winning? And I think that's where all of us have to take that step is whatever it is that I'm doing on the floor, in order to gain the respect and our reputation, we've got to win. And, whether it's a long rebound or a loose ball or a defensive stop, like we've got to be able to make those plays when it matters most. So, he's proven he can score 25 a night in this league. Now all of us have to prove we can impact winning.
Collin, 6 o'clock tonight, deadline. How important would it be to get Collin locked up?
I mean, obviously, we put a lot in to Collin and working with him. As coaches, we kind of focus on the basketball piece of it. I let Kobe handle all that and his agent. So there's, but we put a lot of time into him. We believe in him. Love to have him be a part of what we're doing.